Hi viewers, welcome you all to the 11th edition of the Mysore Sport YouTube channel. Here we are in the picturesque JWGC golf course, and amidst us is M.S.Yashas Chandra, a professional golfer from Mysore who has done everyone proud with his performances in the PGTI national level and the Indian Tour. He has been amongst the top golfers in the country, and he has been a professional since 2018, and in the first year itself he became the youngest emerging player of the tour, and followed it up with excellent performances throughout from 2018. He has wonderful performances in Hero Honda Cup thrice continuously from 2018, 19 and 20, and has been amongst the top 20 earners in the PGTI Tour. Welcome to this episode, everyone. Thanks for accepting my invite for the YouTube channel and coming to our event, Yashas.
Thank you so much for having me on your show, sir. This is a great honor for me to be on Mysore Sport. So thank you. It's a great opportunity for me.
Yeah, great. How did you take up to golf, Yashas?
So my dad used to play. He was a very regular golfer. So I used to just come and walk around with him on the golf course, and I used to just enjoy my time on the golf course. So he found some interest in me, so he put me into the junior golf coaching camp that JWGC conducts every year.
How did it go on from there, and who was your initial coach, and how you progressed?
Yeah, so our club coach was heading the coaching camp, so Mr. Sudarshan. I started off with him, and then there's another coach in Mysore called Anand, so I used to train with him for quite some time. And then as I started playing tournaments, as I started traveling, I moved to a coach in Bangalore called Vijay Divecha. So I trained under him for more than 4 or 5 years. Then after that, Mr. Rahul Ganpati started coaching in Mysore. So I found it easier to take coaching here and stay in Mysore and practice. So I trained with Rahul Ganpati also for a couple of years after that.
And how was it when you started playing in the junior circuit, in the amateur level? How was the progress?
Yeah, so tournament golf started actually in JWGC. We had a lot of club tournaments that happened throughout the year. Actually, every weekend we had a tournament. So that gave me a lot of tournament experience to compete and perform under pressure. So then I started playing on the South Zone Tour when I was about 11 years old. I started playing on the South Zone Junior Tour for about the South Zone Tour for about 2-3 years, and then gradually I moved to the National Tour.
Which was your first big win in the South Zone Tour, and how did you feel getting that first trophy?
Yeah, that was very special. My first win I think was in Ooty, Uttakaman Golf Club. That was my first South Zone Junior win, and then after that, after 2-3 years, when I was about 13-14, I started traveling to the north for national tournaments. So yeah, it was quite a journey from South Zone to the national tour.
How did it progress from there to the All India level in the amateur section, and then making a mark there? And which was your biggest break?
Yeah, so as a junior, I struggled a lot, honestly, on the national tour. I wasn't very good. I was struggling, but I was working hard. I knew I had the potential to perform and win on the national tour. So my first breakthrough win on the junior circuit came when I was about 17 years old in Chandigarh. So that win was special. That gave me a lot of confidence to play on the national tour.
That was in northern.
Yeah, in Chandigarh, the
Northern India
junior event. Yeah. So that gave me a lot of confidence to play on the national tour. So
you won that?
Yeah, I won the one in Chandigarh. That was my first junior win. And then amateur tour started off very well from the first year itself. I started...
when did you progress to the senior level there?
So amateur after 18 is amateur golf, junior golf is till 18. So after I turned amateur, the first year I finished like about 5 top 5s, and I won one tournament in Delhi. That was my first amateur win. It was called the NCR Open in Delhi Golf Club. It was great to win in Delhi Golf Club in front of the Delhi crowd. So that gave me a lot of confidence on the amateur circuit as well.
How did you move up the ladder of becoming the number one in the senior level in the amateur section? How was it feeling to be rated number one in the country?
Yeah, that was awesome. But that took some time. It was in the first year. I think my third year as an amateur, I finished number one on the amateur tour. But after the first year end, I was in the top 4 in the order of merit. So I'd already made the team. So from the second year as an amateur itself, I was representing India. I was part of the team. So the India number one also was very, very special because there's one event that happens in England called the British Amateur that only the India number one goes for that event. So it was really nice to play that event because that season I was India number one.
How was it representing India in South Africa and then Malaysia and the other tournaments?
It was, it was an eye-opener for me because the first time I represented India was in South Africa. It was a 1-month trip. We played 4 events back to back, and the first event was called the South African Amateur. It was a team event, and there were about 14-15 teams from different countries. So there we finished, I think India finished 5th or 6th, and individually I finished 9th. So that's the best finish by an Indian in the South African Amateur till now.
You were recognized by...
Yeah, I was recognized, I was congratulated by Mr. Johan Rupert because it was the best finish by an Indian till date.
Yeah.
So it was very nice to meet him as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Then how did it progress on from there? Then how did you think you can go into the professional circuit in 2018?
Yeah, because I was playing really well on the amateur tour. I think just before end of 2017, I had finished 3rd in Malaysian Amateur, where it was again a team event. So I finished individually. I finished 3rd in the Malaysian Amateur. So that also gave me a lot of confidence. And we discussed with my coach as well. He said I was ready to play on the professional tour.
You played the Q School and then got qualified?
Yeah, correct. I played Q School in 2018. I won the pre-qualifying. So after that I turned pro in the second half of the season.
How was it emerging as the top rookie of the year for the first year in your professional circuit?
Yeah, that was actually a big surprise for me because I had turned pro only in the second half of the season. There were a bunch of guys who had been playing from the start of the season. So I had to really catch them up because I had very few events left. But luckily I played really well in the bigger events, the G. Milkha Singh Invitation or the CG Open. That helped me to catch them up and win the Rookie of the Year that year.
How did it progress into further tours throughout 2018 and then coming into the best finishes?
Yeah, so 2018 was very good for me because it was only the first year, and I finished 5th in G. Milkha Singh Invitational in Chandigarh. That is the biggest event on tour. It's like all the top golfers of the country play that event because it's a Jeev Sir's event. There was SSP Chaurasia was playing, Shiv Kapoor was there, Buller was there. So a 5th position there gave me a lot of confidence to, that instilled a good belief in myself that I can play on this tour as well. So I am quite ready to play and win on the professional tour as well.
In 2019 we had this pandemic coming in.
Correct.
And you had a break. How did you manage your training and your sessions during this pandemic? How did it affect you?
Yeah, initially it was nice because we had never taken such a long break. I had never stayed at home for more than 2 weeks in a row. So that break, it was nice to spend time with family and work on my weaknesses, my game, my fitness, my diet, everything. So the first lockdown was good. I can't complain. I had a lot of positives. But and a lot of changes in my game as well, and with my fitness I really worked hard in the gym during the first lockdown, and it was okay. But the second lockdown was much more frustrating because we had just then started playing and again everything shut down, and we didn't know what to expect in the second lockdown. So second lockdown was hard.
Yeah. How was the training? You had your online lessons through your coach?
Yeah, first lockdown we were not ready. I didn't have set up to hit balls at home. I didn't have anything in the gym. But second lockdown we got ready. We had a nice net set up in my backyard, and I used to take online sessions with my coach. We did online sessions because even he moved back to UK. So
Who is coaching you now?
yeah, so now I'm training
Vijay.
now I'm training with Mr. Lawrence Brothridge from the past 4 years. He was in Pune. He was in Oxford Golf Club for the past 3 years, but due to COVID, he had to move back to UK. His academy shut in Pune. So he is back in UK now. So we're doing online sessions with him now.
So your progress this far, how is the support from JWGC and how was his junior program and how it has helped you in your progress?
No, definitely JWGC has always supported junior golf. For example, the junior golf the program that they do every summer has given a lot of good players like me, Ala, Praful Chand, Pranavi, my brother Shreyas. We are all products of that junior camp. Praful Chand, yeah. We are all products of that junior camp. So that's a big success, I feel. And apart from that, for us amateurs and professionals, they've given us a nice turf where we can hit balls from, and they've given us a good short game facility where we can practice anytime.
They had also brought in Tarun Sardesai for some time.
Yeah, they did camps with Tarun Sardesai as well, yeah.
How is the support from your family towards your pursuits?
Oh, my family has always been very, very supportive. They've been all the credit for where I am today goes to them. It's because of their support and sacrifice that I've been able to achieve whatever I've achieved till today. They've always pushed me through my ups and downs, and they've never said no to anything. So that has really helped to, play boldly.
Yeah, what is your further goals and your short-term goals now? Now you have played so much on your tour, and you've also played the qualifying event for the Asian Tour.
Correct.
And you have qualified for the 2022 Asian Tour also. What is the feeling now with you? How do you go forward?
Now for the next 1 year, my goal is to try and perform well on the Asian Tour and get a card on the Asian Tour. Right now I have a B card, so I won't get all the starts. So I have to play well in the events that I get into. So that is my next 1 or 2 year goal is to become a regular on the Asian Tour, and eventually in the next 3-4 years try and get onto the US Tour. That's the long-term goal.
Where do you think you need to improve your putting or your driving, or where do you feel you need?
I feel I need to get a little more consistent with my long game, my tee shots and this thing, so I can get 4 rounds consistently in. So that is something that I'm working on. That will get better through the times. Yeah.
How do you think is the PGTI helping, or the sponsorship coming from the corporates to help the emerging golfers in the Indian scene?
Yeah, correct. I mean, for tour it's really good. We have got sponsors like American Express and Amrutanjan just now on board. So they've added a few more events, which is nice. So yeah, I mean, corporate support has definitely increased. They are recognizing the sport, and there are a lot of club leagues that have started. They're trying to have club events where they buy in players in a club level, in a city level. So that will eventually come to professional level as well. So that will be good, very good for players.
Do you think there's much need for the corporates identifying players to sponsor and help them to go into the bigger league?
Correct. Yeah, that is something that is still lacking in India. Definitely with the sponsorship part, because other countries, I think top 50, top 60 players, everyone is sponsored, looked after. So that is something that can improve in India, I feel. Yeah.
Wish you all well in your future circuit, and thanks for accepting our invite for the Mysore Sport YouTube channel.
Thank you so much, sir. It was nice talking to you. Thank you so much.